And here we are on game number 8. In the top left-hand corner, we have our red Zerg player, 7-time IPL Fight Club champion, just 1 game away from making it 8. It's TSL.HyuN, our red Zerg player, and his opponent. In the lower left-hand corner, the Tal Terran, our orange Terran, winning 3 games, trying to make it a 4th. It is FXO.GuMiho. And just a reminder to everyone who's watching, tomorrow we get back into IPTL Premier Division. It's going to be Slayers versus EG. But the games have not been played yet, so we're hoping they get done in time, but just trying to let people know, just in case the games aren't there, that, you now know the reason.
We're preparing you for a possibility. Hopefully,
yes.
Obviously, the games will get played, but yeah. So that's EG and Slayers. They gotta get those games done so we can enjoy them. But HyuN is moving down with a scouting drone. He's gonna search all around Entombed Valley, or at least cross and vertical, because I don't believe you can spawn horizontally on this map. Either way, some of the looks we've seen on this map are different than the one we just saw on Metropolis. We've seen 2 crazy games on Metropolis like that. Entombed Valley tends to be quicker games. Sometimes Terran Mech can kind of stretch things out a bit. Tanks can be really, really nice. On Entombed Valley, there's a lot of ledges and things for positioning purposes. And what is HyuN doing with that first drone? He's just chilling way over here.
He's sending it out across.
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, there is 2 drones. Oh, no, okay, this is a big proxy map. This is a big proxy map for Terran players. So, and HyuN, as we saw in the game on Ohana, right from game number 2, is very, very good about checking for proxies. Unfortunately, he's not going to find one this time, so it's a bit of lost mining time and a bit of a small advantage at the beginning of the game for GuMiho.
All right, and as HyuN obviously is satisfied, he did not find any proxies, at least with those couple of scouting drones, and he is going to see that ramp finally, see the barracks where he wants it to be. He's going to drop a lovely hatchery, and then probably, I don't know, maybe spawning pool and gas? What do you think?
I imagine so. Well, there's the spawning pool. I'm going to go for gas in a second. He has the resources for it.
Where's the gas?
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Whoa.
My heart was beating.
All right. Well.
And GuMiho is doing things that he really likes to do, including,
That's one Rex gasless fast expand.
Gasless fast expand.
Into 2 gas.
Uh-oh, he likes to do that too.
That's right.
That's how mech starts.
All 3 of the games he's won have been with this opening.
I'm very surprised that he decided to continue doing that after winning.
You sound shocked.
Wow.
Well, HyuN now. I don't know. We know what to expect. We're going to see. We're going to see a 3rd base here in just a bit, just before the 6-minute mark, about 5:45.
Really? You want to, after that amazing prediction, you just want to throw out a guess all willy-nilly?
I didn't give an exact time. Hey, that was a one-time thing, all right? I'm not putting. I'm 1 for 1. I have 100% ratio.
I just wouldn't even say any numbers at that point. I was like, you could say 3rd base eventually, just to protect yourself, but 5:45 seems like a pretty specific second.
If he double gasses, or if he roach warrens right now, then we're going to see a 2-base roach rush.
Broke the trend. Yep, this is his one other build he likes to do. There is no 3rd base in this build. There's no... actually, no, he does build a baneling nest. He likes to make a wave of like 10 to 12 roaches, send it on over to GuMiho's base, get that baneling nest up in the meantime, send the lings along after the roaches get started, and they can build those banelings right at the front door of GuMiho. So GuMiho did lose to this on Ohana, but he did manage to hold it on one of the other maps, Daybreak, I believe. So we'll see which side of the coin we're going to get with this one.
Yeah, and obviously there were totally different versions as well. The one on Ohana, we saw a big speedling, baneling, roach all in. In the game on Daybreak, we saw about 11, 12 roach pressure, and then he ended up going to a 3rd base and layer tech afterwards. This time, though, he's cut drones quite significantly. He's already got 8 roaches on the way. He can build a 9th, and we'll see if he just makes slowlings after this, because obviously no Zergling speed on the way.
Yeah, no Zergling speed. I have to imagine a baneling nest, because any roach reinforcement is just going to be too slow, like to keep nice momentum.
If he's droning.
All right. Well, this is a different look than we're used to. I'm really kind of interested to see how it works out. If the roaches do catch the Hellions, obviously that'll be nice for him, but then the Hellions will see the roaches. So he's going to take a different attack path.
That's right. He's going through the banana hallway, and... well, I mean, the roaches are revealed. Yes, much like Tasteless' Secret Hallway.
A time long gone.
John the Translator's Common Knowledge Hallway.
Common Knowledge Hallway.
That was always my favorite of the hallways.
Yeah, it really was the best hallway.
Yes.
Well, they're here.
One drone has actually gone down, and so far GuMiho doesn't realize the full extent of this, but already SCV starting to repair this up. One roach has already fallen, but it looks like the SCVs are starting to get shot down one after another, and this bunker could very well fall here in just a second. Only 2 roaches have gone down. Yeah,
the really interesting bunker placement. It actually limits the surface area for the SCVs to be able to repair. Obviously limits the surface area if Lings were going to show up, but now the bunker is going to go down. Lots of SCVs already killed, sacrificed to try and save that bunker. 10 workers killed already by HyuN. He's going to ride that pretty far here. Actually, no Lings being made, just more roaches.
Now, of course, you do this because, as we can see, GuMiho's not that far back in workers, though, and he does have the Banshee overhead. So, even he's producing workers off of 2 bases. He is going to be a bit behind because his opponent just made a big round of 7, but it's still not the worst economic situation for GuMiho at the moment.
So how many workers total did we end up losing there? 12 for HyuN. I mean, for GuMiho, HyuN got the kills, obviously, yes. But that's quite a substantial number, actually. 37 to 28 up there. That means he was up at 40 SCVs before this assault. Obviously, HyuN doesn't have a 3rd base to fall back on, and now he is going to have to answer to these Hellions in just a moment. But he does have Spore Crawlers coming up after seeing the Banshees coming along. He's got Queens acting as sort of mobile Spine Crawlers there to be able to ward off the Hellions. They are going to try and find a different route. There's no 3rd base, though, so he's not going to be able to do anything there.
Not only no 3rd base, but also a 2nd and 3rd gas coming up, so HyuN could make or could go into some very quick layer tech if he wanted to.
Oh, we've got another attack going on.
Oh,
where'd
wow.
those guys come from?
More roaches are actually swinging through, so when did these guys actually come up?
That was weird. I totally didn't even notice until I saw the red blob just hanging out. There's 16 workers killed now. This is getting more substantial as we continue on. Roach is not going to be able to get over. Oh, it does get over the supply depot. 3 roaches sneak their way inside. They're going to be able to attack down these Hellions or just go for more SCV kills, which looks like exactly what HyuN wants to do. Taking out those SCVs, building depots, that's going to slow him down on that front. Not to mention, just losing workers in general can be very detrimental. And now HyuN has established a very nice lead. 20 workers killed so far this game.
And he is on what's going to be 50-some-odd workers here. Yeah, actually 52 workers to 27. Now that is a big worker difference. 27 to 35. Certainly GuMiho could have recovered, but this difference is a little bit more. Certainly nothing to, well, shake a stick at.
I would never shake a stick at a build, anything that HyuN is going to do. SCV's being pulled off the line. GuMiho has lost enough workers that he considers this to be one of his best chances of actually winning this game. He's found a little bit of downtime after killing that number of roaches. He must assume that HyuN doesn't have a whole lot to fall back on. He's going to bring these 3 Banshees, which we've seen him use very successfully in previous games to take out Queens quickly. So if the Hellions can buffer the damage and get started, the SCVs can take some of the damage too, and Banshees are really going to be the workhorse here.
I can't believe this is coming down to an SCV pull, but here we go. He's going to try and take out the Spore Crawler, I would imagine, here momentarily, because he's already lost quite a bit of health on the... oh, very nice job. He's just transfusing this over and over again, and one of the Banshees is about to fall. Actually, all 3 of them go down at the same time. The transfusions are amazing. HyuN with some incredible control at the end, and he wins the set 5-3. HyuN has just won his 8th Fight Club in a row.
8th Fight Club, 5th game in this Fight Club, 8th Fight Club total. That puts his winnings at $4,000 plus $300 that he claimed from Squirtle's bounty. He's made a lot of money, man. That's more than entire teams have made in Fight Club.
That's pretty darn good. Congratulations. Honestly, that was a ridiculous performance. And
very well
all
fought.
Congratulations to HyuN, our 8-time Fight Club champion. And we did actually find out who the next combatant is going to be, and it is another Terran player.
He's on
from Prime. It's ByuN.
Not Marine King, because he's already had his chance.
Marine King's already played. I actually like ByuN. I think ByuN is playing really, really well right now. He's arguably the ace, either here or creator for Prime at the moment. So I'm looking forward to next week's matches.
ByuN is one of my favorites also. When we got to see him play at IPL 4, he was doing quite a lot of damage to some very well-known players. So he is actually one of my favorites. HyuN just beat GuMiho, though. GuMiho is another one of those, recently very well-playing players that FXO's been using in our contender division for IPTL as a cleanup crew. Yeah. He obviously all-killed Slayers. That's still recent enough to be very, very relevant here. And HyuN just smacking people around. Yeah. Terrans, he's just... that's the best that a Terran's done. GuMiho did put up a great fight. That game on Metropolis was sick. Yeah. And I think GuMiho will be remembered for that series. But HyuN... took the win, man. He's
too good.
He's still too good.
Too good. Nukta in the thread had to say, one does not simply beat HyuN in Fight Club. It just doesn't happen, guys. It just doesn't. HyuN is too good. So he will be playing against ByeOn versus HyuN.
Oh, that'll be a joy. That'll be a treat.
On IPL Fight Club, so I hope you guys will join us next Monday. Again, tomorrow we are going to have Slayers versus EG. Supposing the games get played, there may be, obviously, we'll announce via our social media devices, which you can find down there, on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube as at IGNProLeague on any of those. I am at Kevin Aki on Twitter. He is at AskJoshi. We'll be letting you guys know if for some reason the games don't come in on time and we don't have a cast, but I think that's all for us tonight.
Yep, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the series as much as we did, and we'll be back next week for Fight Club with HyuN versus ByeOn, IPTL, all the rest of this week. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.